There we go. Alright, we should be live. Oh! There we go then. It is... I believe... Trying to check to see on my side if going live has worked. I believe so. Yes, we are live. Perfect. Well, here we go then. Season finale time. Last week of the Touring Car Championship, and it's been a while since we've been here. So, welcome back, Connor.
Bit of a while since we last streamed.
Yeah, there's been
various reasons.
This has been one of those seasons that's been broken up so much by, you know, updates and Forza and all sorts that it's been one of those seasons. But here we are, final round. We've made it. Everyone here has made it. Long time I see CK. Oh, look who it is. But yeah, so here we are. Final round of the season, or final rounds, sorry, of the season from Brands Hatch, and there is a bit of a scrap going on for the championship, which we'll run through whilst the guys make their way around on the warm-up lap. Looking forward to this though. Hope everyone else is as well. Let's end the season on a high note, shall we?
My personal favourite circuit.
Yes, your local, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I live 15 minutes down the road and was there at the weekend for the American Speed Fest. For those of you who've not been, I fully recommend it.
Let's get rid of
Memory sort all these trackers and tickers and all that out now.
Yeah, I know, innit? I had the driver summary popping up. I didn't want that there. Right then.
Oh god, no, not that one.
So, the championship is... It's down to 3 drivers, but one of the drivers was unable to make it tonight. So, it is realistically down to 2, and that is current championship leader Joseph Atkinson, who sat on 2,889 points. He has qualified in 3rd place for this one. And 2nd place in the championship is Jason Sherlock, on the screen now, your pole sitter, who has 2,884 points. So a 5-point gap between the two. I don't think it's been closer going into the final round of the season in a long, long time, but here we are. And yeah, so as commented, Sherlock did come away with pole position, and splitting the championship fighters is Bradley Thornton. Obviously 3rd is Joseph Atkinson. Then you've got Lee Hepburn with, I believe that's his season best, qualifying in 4th place, followed by Connor Lees, Thibaut de Bomi, Kieran Barrett, Matt Carter, Ben Southwood, and Philip Birch rounding out the top 10. Then it's Jordan Clark, Shane Bellotti, Alex Keeler, Stuart Robson, Kieran McKeldon, Rob Tyler, Robert Spinlow. Newcomer to the series starting in 18th. Good time to make his appearance, Daniel Charlesworth. 19th is Alex McDonald, who is having just... he had an awful qualifying. Kept disconnecting. And unfortunately means that he is starting from the back. So... that is all to run through on that. I think any last comments before we get this one underway then, Connor?
None from me really. It's more, I think, for this race for me personally, just well, I'm trying to remember how to use this streaming and all like that. And just trying to remember really the pace of everyone, where everyone's been over the last few weeks, where we've been not here basically. There's a lobby issue because everyone's backing out.
Perfect, there it is. We're just about to get going. So close.
Excellent.
I don't think I've ever seen FM Spectate mode. Looks funky. It's something. They could have made it a little bit better. The ticker's not too bad. I approve of the ticker. It's better than the one that they had on FM 7, where it was obviously just the top. You could only see 4 cars at a time. Hated that.
The camera angles are a considerable improvement though.
Yeah, camera angles as well. Much better this Forza.
It's literally the only thing I think Turn 10 actually got right. Did I say that out loud?
I think you did. Yeah, it does look much better. Yeah, agreed. I think there's still some bits that pop in that get in the way. But for the most part, it's yeah.
I think I'm stuck on a loading screen again. I'm going to have to dashboard and rejoin.
I think it is, isn't it?
Epic.
This is good. It's called character growth, CK. Right, I think this is the case. We are going to have to reload. This is good. Right. Small technical error. We'll be back.
Find it absolutely brilliant that turn 10 are sort of inadvertently in what looks to be Horizon 6, and yet they haven't got this one working yet. We could ever just get a game that just worked. That'd be ideal. Right.
Definitely has.
No, not there. There. Let's try this again. Right, jump in that, because why not?
Yeah, just pick a random car. That'll do.
Really spectacular. We've got, I think, a lobby crash.
I think Shane's hosting.
Oh, so we joined Shane.
We joined the wrong lobby. I just saw it. This is going well.
Oh, I'm going to be asleep by the time we get race 1 done.
No, you won't. Right then. Well, whilst we're waiting, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing great?
Right, this time I'm just going to jump in that car because it's the first one on my car list. Since it's season finale, I might actually go and race it, because why not?
Pretty much the first interaction video you got some kind of car. I know, I'm going, feels nice to watch again. Nice, good to have you here. For the most part, Nacho. Just wait for everyone to come back in and we'll get this underway. Do apologise for the delay.
It's giving me a chance to get some eyes in on the old darts. Not them any good. If anybody is hearing some random noises in the background, that's me trying to throw darts unsuccessfully.
I tend to generally ignore you when you make a random noise in the background. It's never a good sign.
I was going to say, give me a segment, I'll try and see if I can hit it.
Nah. I was going to say, whilst we're waiting for this to get going, we can announce the next championship that we go.
Ah, yes, because that's
in
actually
OMA.
officially been announced since we were last streaming.
Yeah, there you go. See, there's you wanting to throw some arrows. There's me thinking, actually, we can do some announcements here.
Yes.
No, so do you want to take this one away then, Connor? Would you?
The OMA GT Championship is back.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
A mixture of sprint and endurance racing in GT3 supercars.
There we go.
At some of the world's greatest tracks, which we are limited by what Turn 10 have put in the game.
Some of Forza's greatest tracks.
These are the greatest?
Of this game.
That's what I was going to say. Probably the greatest of what we've got.
Yeah.
But no, in
still
all
be a good fun series.
In all seriousness, you know, it's let's bring up some more details about it. So navigate to the right section in the Discord. Wrong button. Where are you? There. So yes, some of the greatest tracks of the game. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprint rounds over the season. Sebring, Brands Hatch, Suzuka, Hockenheim, Road America, Catalunya. 2 25-minute sprints in each of those meetings. Then we got, what's this? 4 endurance races: Silverstone, Bathurst, Nürburgring, and Spa. 2-hour race, hour and a half races, except for the finale at Spa, which is a 2-hour. Great mix of cars as well, with the Acura GT3, the Aston Martin GT3, it's the V12 version, the Audi R8, the BMW M6, Ferrari 488 GTE, the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo, the Lexus RCF GT, the McLaren 720S, the Mercedes AMG, the Porsche 911 RS-R. So yeah, if you fancy some GT racing, yeah, sign on up.
There we go.
There's
That's the
me and Steve here will both be racing in that.
Yeah, potentially, unless a lot more people come in that are quicker than me, in which case I'm probably going to revert myself back into the commentary box, to be honest.
I've got my eyes set on an AM championship.
There we go. See, as it stands, I'm not in AM, so I'm not going to win anything.
You're semi-pro at the minute, aren't you?
Yes, so instead of using Pro, Pro-Am, and Am, because we didn't like the fact that Pro-Am was just Pro and Am jumbled together into one word, we've called it Semi-Pro, which I think, you know, it's not the standardised thing, but who cares? Yeah, as a result of that, at the moment, from the kind of laps that we've been doing to get yourself classified in the right class, etc., I'm somehow semi-pro as it stands. I mean, for a minute I snuck into pro, but come on now. So, yeah, join in, get yourself qualified, get yourself signed up, and we'll be starting that. First round will be next month, won't it? It'll be coming around quite quickly.
Oh, I need to try and sort out my livery.
Yeah, I started making my own livery for the first time in about 3 years. Realised how rubbish I am at designing.
Yeah, I've kind of gone to ask somebody else to do my one.
If it helps, I know that Zesta you often ask. I think he's got a lot on his plate to do this for this GT thing, 'cause he's getting everyone asking him to make one, to a point where he's already made his one to get it out of the way.
I did ask him to do one. I just don't know how easy it is to create, because I've probably picked the worst car to actually create that design on.
What car have you picked?
That'd be giving it away though, wouldn't it?
Ooh, good point, good point. My apologies.
But let's be honest, you've seen me testing it more than enough.
McLaren, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at me go. So, not looking good at the moment, is it?
No, it looks like we've got some connection issues going on here.
It looks like Forza's ring. Always good to see. I think everyone's joined in now. Looks like all 21 are back in. 19 in this race. I think so. It's just been booted already.
Oh, excuse me.
That's you.
Oh.
This is going really well.
Exciting discussion we're having at the moment.
It's one of those where we're just kind of waiting for this to kick in and hope that it actually will. Really, isn't it, right now? I feel like Forza servers are possibly having a complete mare.
I'm just going to have another look. Just that one up. There was a small spike about server connection issues not that long ago. It's not indicating problems, but there's definitely an increase in reports from normal.
Okay, so it looks like just waiting on one more person. He's just had to do a reset because it's having a mare for him. Oh, come on. It will kick in soon. I know it will. It's just waiting on. I believe it's Lee Hepburn is the driver they're waiting for. So as soon as he's back,
It's
we
who?
will be going. Lee Hepburn. He appears to be the one that's struggling at the moment.
Fantastic. Can't even think of anything to have a discussion over.
It's not of them. We're stuck with words.
No, normally we like to chat randomly about things, some waffling.
Yeah, a bit of classic waffle.
Oh, did I just see him join?
Well, I think you did.
We've got the spinny wheel at the moment though.
Oh, it might work. Come on. Do it.
Do it.
Ooh. Celebrations will be wrought.
One spinny boy, please.
Come on.
Hey! I think he's got it.
Oh.
But is that the right golf? Because I think there's a confliction of builds I'm seeing there, Steve.
He might just have the wrong tune on currently. There.
Oh.
Or is he just?
He's gone.
He's gone again. I think he's having he's having an issue. Looks to me like he's having a proper problem at the moment.
This is the question now. Are we going to continue trying to get him in, or are we going to proceed without?
I think it might have to be a proceed without situation looking at it.
Which is obviously an unfortunate thing. We don't obviously like to do that, but yeah, I think it's. Oh no!
Oh.
Did he get in just in time? I don't think he would have done. Oh, this has been exciting. If I try and throw all three darts together. See what I score.
Right then, here we go. Player card has come back, that's fun. Right then.
No, I think we're going to back out to get him this time. Because, yeah... either that or the lobby's just crashed again. God, this game is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, this game.
Oh, sake, man.
We do apologise for turn 10.
Right. Hopefully this will be a quick thing, so... Yep, agree with you there, Bookie. Couldn't agree more.
Not a made from the ground up comment, is it?
No, funny enough, for a second it looked like pictures of Shane, but it's someone sleeping. And I completely agree. Make sure you're ready up, Connor.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Now it's me. Turn around to grab my coffee.
Right then. We'll pretend like nothing has happened.
That's a lot of pretending you've got to be doing.
It's so much pretending.
Thanks, turn 10.
We appreciate you.
We should just rename this Turn 10 Slag Off with OMA in the background.
Yeah, with maybe some racing in the background.
The thing I hate about Turn 10, and it's like a 26-hour long YouTube video. I'm fully expecting to get an email later with some kind of a lawsuit.
Nah, if it helps, it's not going to come from me. Right, is it going to try and put the player card back up again? Because I'm going to have to get rid of that immediately. Again. And... oh. Hey, it didn't. Right then.
We do still appear to be a card down now, though. So maybe somebody's called it. I think that's... Kieran, I think's called it. Looking at that.
It looks like it.
I would not at all be surprised if that was maybe... Is he working tomorrow?
Probably.
Just one, because I know he normally is up early, isn't he, for work?
Potentially. Right then. Evening. Okay then. Let us get through this. Let's just make sure the ticker is set up as it should be. There we go then. Right. So starting on pole is we've got this. Start from fresh. Starting on pole, Jason Sharp, currently second in the championship, 5 points behind current first place, which is Joseph Atkinson, who'll be starting from third. Between them is Bradley Thornton in second. Lee Hepburn starting fourth, with Connor Lees fifth, Thibaut Debomi and Matt Carter sixth and seventh. Oh, they're still sorting themselves out, those two. Kieran Barrett is in eighth. Ben Southwood is ninth, followed by Philip Birch, Jordan Clark, Shane Bellotti and Alex Keeler. Then we have Stuart Robson, Rob Tyler, Robert Spinlow, Daniel Charlesworth in 17th and 18th at the back. is Alex McDonald, who, as mentioned previously, had an awful qualifying and was struggling to get into the lobby, but here he is now, starting from the back. Let's see if he can make some moves up through. Evening Fastbird, evening Rap, good to see that. And yeah, not long now until we get this thing underway. Round 1, well, race 1, round 28 of the season.
I do believe somebody just went off on the warm-up lap into the gravel. And
they'll be fine.
The best bit with this being my local circuit is I actually know the corner names.
Look at this. One thing I will mention straight off though, look at the angle that Connolise has taken there in a 5th place.
Classic
third car
Brands
back,
Hatch
left-hand
starting
side.
angle. There is a very big off. It's very cambered, this starting grid. In real life, they normally say 4th place is the best place you want to start. It's the flattest sort of area. In fact, if anything, 4th you get slightly downhill. But what you do tend to get is people on the odd side of the grid, even side of the grid, tend to point their cars down. That's a quick start.
That is a very quick start. It's a really good getaway from, I believe that's Thibaut de Beaumy, who's come through up to 4th place as it stands. But side by side though between Sherlock and Thornton into turn 1. Big slide there from Sherlock. Is Thornton going to be able to hang around the outside? No, I think he's just going to have to slot in. Defensive line from Sherlock taken. Thornton's going to hold on to 2nd place, but that is the perfect getaway really for Jason Sherlock for his championship fight.
Nobody in the dreaded Paddock Hill gravel trap at turn 1 by the looks of it.
Looks like everyone has made it through. You can already see at the back, Alex McDonald has made his way up to 16th, so he's already gained 2 off the start. Kieran Barrett gets past Connolise as well.
That's 3 places.
Sherlock and Thornton are already... Yeah, this is a good start from him, completely good start, but just notice that the gap between Thornton and Atkinson is kind of just around a second at the moment, so these top 2 are trying to get away early. As I was mentioned, Thornton though looks to the inside. Got the run, surely. No, going to hang around the outside as Jason Sherlock has come down the hill for the first time.
Got the inside though, Thornton.
Sherlock's not going to give that one up. He's still hanging around the outside. Oh, big slide from Thornton. I think Sherlock's held up to that one. He has. Good defence there by Jason Sherlock. He could have lost that place. And good defensive driving by him. Good attacking drive from Thornton. He's already trying to get himself on the outside of him. It's just not a gap to be found there at the moment.
Might get the... Oh, I thought he was going to get his nose up the inside on the run into Paddock Hill bends. He's going to go for it. Oh, stuck his nose out there. Oh, a lot of curb there from Sherlock. A lot of curb almost into the gravel on the exit there.
Yeah, it's definitely upset his exit, and you can see there Thornton looked to try and go around the outside of Druids, but it's not to be had. And this is bringing Atkinson back into this fight. I thought these two were initially going to try and get away from everyone to get to begin with, but no, as it stands, Jason Sherlock and Bradley Thornton just look like they're bringing Joseph Atkinson back into this one, which isn't really ideal for Sherlock's title fight, because he just needs to keep himself ahead of Atkinson as it stands. As we're watching watching now from the perspective looking at the championship leader. As you can see, by the way, Connolise is dropping down the order, but he's made his way down to 9th place, which from a starting position of 5th isn't the greatest. As you can see, Bradley Thornton is side by side. Oh, is he... Again, these two side by side as they make their way through the GP loop.
Somebody I did notice dropping down after a very good start was Alex McDonald. He's back down to 17th.
Oh, a big slide from Thornton. Has he managed to hold on? He has yet again.
Oh, there was a tap there. I think
he
got back through. I think there was a little bit of a tap there on the back of Jason Sherlock's car.
Yeah, I think that was just slightest, but it looks like he's managed to hold on to that one. Is Sherlock and now just slotting behind Thornton and try and get through? I think he might, but that's a good move for the lead there by Bradley Thornton. Behind there you can see this pack is growing. You can see behind them, I think that's the two TSR Petronas Golfs of Hepburn and Carter in 5th and 6th, just creeping up to the back of this queue.
Oh, there's a slide
big slide from...
yeah.
And into the gravel goes... Sherlock into the gravel. Sherlock into the gravel. He's just lost a few places now. He finds himself on the outside of Druids. Really going to get hung out to dry there. That puts Thibaut de Beaumy up into 2nd place.
Oh, does it though? Because Atkinson's up the inside, and I think Atkinson might have that round Graham Hill. I think he does.
Right, you can see behind them. Yes, that's Atkinson into 2nd place. It's good for him. Oh, big move up the inside from Matt Carter on Thibaut de Beaumy. Really good move there.
This is proper Brands Hatch racing.
It's working out perfectly though for Bradley Thornton up in first place, who's nearly got a 2-second lead over Atkinson now.
But if these guys keep battling, I'm just looking behind. Kieran Barrett's bringing another 3 cars to the party. Himself, Philip Birch, Connor Lease. These guys keep... Oh, somebody's off in the background. Somebody was off in the background, and I think that was Alex Keeler.
Yeah. Alex Keeler, you think?
Yeah, in the
I think
gravel.
he's managed to keep it going, but he's dropped all the way down now to 16th currently, but he's probably going to lose out to Rob Tyler as well. Find himself between the 2 Robs in Spinlow and Tyler.
I just noticed in the background I saw a white car disappearing off. I couldn't make out what it was, and yeah, turns out it was Alex in his MG.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. The MGs, they've not had the greatest of seasons really. See, it's just the 2 of them this season in Lease and Skeeler. So you can see Sherlock has got himself back up into 3rd place, and now he's wanting to put pressure on Joseph Atkinson, but he himself is finding himself under a bit of pressure there from De Bomi. He's holding off the 2 TSR Petronas cars as well.
This is going to be the bit now. It's the 2 championship contenders that are now going to do battle here, and Sherlock is not in the mood to sit behind Atkinson.
He's immediately going for that inside line. Atkinson looked to try and go for the switchback. I think he might have nailed that one actually, as they...
It's going to give him the outside into
Hawthorns.
Hawthorns. Can he get his nose fully ahead before there?
The gap isn't just enough. He's still alongside his Sherlock. Oh, he's managed to be cut across. Yeah, I think Sherlock might have backed out of that one to play it safe, actually.
Yeah, it's not a corner that you can generally go side by side. Usually it'll be the car on the outside. Normally takes a trip to the gravel trap.
Yeah. Oh, big move from Sherlock.
On the grass.
Inside, he's on the grass. Oh, has he managed to save that one? He's probably going to lose out there to the Bomi in the process, but he's still sliding as he managed to hold on to that one. He has.
There's contact there. That's Lee
Hepburn
Hepburn. He's
up the inside. Takes 4th potentially off of him. Yes, he does look like he has, and he's now under pressure from Matt Clark. That was he saw the gap on the inside, thought he could go for it, and it just too much on the grass there, and it definitely upset the exit.
I've just noticed somebody else has dropped down the order a little bit there.
I think that's Spinlow down in 17th, who's dropped off a little bit. Now he's finding himself under potential pressure from Charlesworth down in 18th.
Didn't see what happens, in all honesty, on that one. I must say, I just noticed the...
Hard to tell that.
Yeah, it was just a slightly bigger gap than I was expecting there.
Keep an eye on this fight that's going on at the moment for 7th place. You can see in the background Kieran Barrett is running a little bit wide. It's Connor Lease, looks like he's trying to put Philip Birch under pressure up the inside into the left-hander.
Birch just carries the momentum.
So well through that corner, Birch.
It's one of those
At least for a second thought he had that
surtees.
move, but wasn't to be had.
It's definitely one of those corner surtees where it's all about momentum, because it sets you up for the longest straight down into Hawthorns.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see Lease is putting himself into Birch's mirrors constantly. He's looking for the gap, trying to put him under pressure, and Birch is just not looking like he's wavering at all.
Oh, Steve, we've got Lee
bit of a
Hepburn
tap
running
on the
wide.
back then.
Oh, and he's come back across, he's hit his teammate. He's hit his teammate. Oh, and he's hit Birch.
No.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Is it just Birch affected by that one? I think it might be. As you can see, they're 4 wide up at the front. If they've managed to calm that one down, I think they have. So, I think Lee Hepburn is completely out of this race. Let's keep an eye on him.
A lot of damage there. We've lost, I don't know if Ben Southwood was
Ben
caught up in that.
Southwood, I'm not sure if he got caught. No, I'm not sure. Lee Hepburn,
Philip Birch
he's got
to
himself
pits.
going again. I expect to see him into the pits. Yeah, into the pits goes Hepburn as well. Right, back up towards the front then. What's that done to the order? So Connor Lease now finds himself in 5th place, under a lot of pressure from Alex McDonald, who's now made himself up to 5th. What a drive he's made so far.
So that is 2 for the pit lane. Let's see what that's done to the order there. Yeah, like you say, Alex McDonald's started at the back of the field. He's up to 5th place. Shane Lottie up into 8th place.
Good drive from Shane there as well, keeping himself out of trouble by the looks of it. Just keeping an eye out then. So Bradley Thornton, just have a quick run through then. Thornton has got a 3.1 second gap back to Joseph Atkinson, who finds himself in 2nd place. He has Thibaut Dubomi and Jason Sherlock for company. Then a bit of a gap back, about 5 seconds back to Alex McDonald, who is looking to see if he can catch up with this lot, but it's a really, really good try from him. Connolise is keeping Matt Carter behind him, who, as you mentioned, was just unfortunate to get caught in that instant. Lease runs wide and puts Matt Carter potentially up into 6th.
That is a 6th place to Matt Carter.
Taken. Easy pass there for Carter, made easy by the mistake by Lease.
I was going to say, Matt Carter's got quite lightly with the incident with his teammate there.
Yeah, it looks like he has managed. I just missed it on my camera.
I managed to catch it. I literally switched back just as they were coming through the corner. So basically, Lee Hepburn, he ran wide, and as he's fought to get it back on the track, it's just slewed straight across the track, and his teammate had nowhere to go. Just put straight into the side of his teammate, which then spun Hepburn back onto the track. And unfortunately, Philip Birch, just again, he had no place to go and straight into
nowhere to go either. Just one of those incidents, unfortunately, but
here's a good battle I'm watching here, Steve. Shane Bellotti and Kieran Barrett have been side by side now since Druids, going down the back straight in towards Hawthorns now.
Yeah, switch to that now. Let's see how these two get on. As you can see, just on the map there, you can see 2nd place Joseph Atkinson has managed to get away from Sherlock and Dubomi. So, if it finishes as it is, it will extend his championship lead slightly, but right now, as mentioned, this battle going on for 8th place is, I think it's the closest one on track, apart from maybe the one for 3rd, which Sherlock currently has.
Jordan Clark's just sitting behind these two here watching this with great intent, because he's actually closed quite in on these two.
Yeah, I think these two have been slowing themselves up with their lines they've been taking, trying to overtake each other, and as you mentioned, Jordan Clark's just slowly rocking up. Wants to get involved in this one. Bit of a slide there from Bellotti. Move up, check the battle for 2nd place, so Joseph Atkinson. Sherlock's not quite close enough to make a move yet, but we could see something happening soon. Meanwhile, the fight for 6th, Matt Carter has Connolise for company. As you can see on his own, just going past the screen there, Alex McDonald is holding on to 5th place. Again, like mentioned, very good drive up from 18th place, find himself in 5th, and I think he's going to probably have to settle for that now, judging by the pace ahead of him, unless of course something happens.
It's Brands Hatch, there's every opportunity. Connolise, just see on the track, has got past Matt Carter. Does Matt Carter run wide there? Because that's a big drop off all of a sudden.
I think he might have had a mistake there.
Yeah, he's dropped a long way back.
Looked away from the screen for 1 second, or was concentrating on ticker for a second. Didn't quite see what had happened to Matt Carter, so that's completely my fault.
No,
I was even watching Carter at the time as well.
I was sort of looking there, just so it's in the background. He looks like he's either had a very wide line or he's just dipped a wheel on the grass on the exit there. It's just killed momentum, but he's... Oh, Lisa's now run wide there, I've noticed.
Yeah, Lisa's making a couple of mistakes around this GP loop, and
it is a track which does, you know, you need to push around this track to get everything right, and that's changed for 2nd, I've just noticed on the tracker.
Yeah, side by side between Atkinson and Sherlock.
Every time I'm going to say something, and something happens.
It's classic, this one. So, you can see on the map, everyone's got themselves quite spread out now with those kind of etc. that have happened.
Got one building up here. Alex Kaler on his recovery drive. He's looking for 11th place here.
Stuart Robson, I believe that is, isn't it? Yes, up the inside, potentially at Druids. No, he's going to have to wait for a moment there. He's tucked in behind in his MG, tucked in behind the Hyundai Veloster of Stuart Robson. Wait for another moment. Meanwhile, Jason Sherlock, he's got past Joseph Atkinson. Now he's just looking to try and get away from him and just solidify 2nd place this time round. So you can see the gap is almost at a 2nd already. I think it's just ticking over to a 2nd now.
The interesting thing, I know it's a long shot. How much can you reel into Bradley Thornton now that he's in 2nd?
Not if he does that. I'm a little bit wide yet again into the... just coming towards the exit of the GP loop there, through the right-hander. So, I mean, he's got, what are we looking at? We're just about to hit lap 11, 3 more laps to go. You need to be going over a second quicker per lap, and that's without even attempting the overtake. I think Thornton should have this one in the bag, but he can't afford to let up here.
Speaking of drivers going wide,
be,
Steve, another one's just run wide. Alex Aquila, and he's just lost a position down to 13th.
Oh, just as we were giving him praise for going for the move on, for looking at a potential move on Stuart Robson, he dropped himself back. Also, just noticed that Jordan Clark now looks like he's. I was going to say he was up close to Jim
was.
I think
he's just.
As I switched, he had gone into the gravel.
Yeah, it looks like he's just dropped a wheel into the gravel. But just ahead of that, Kieran Barrett.
Yeah, battle for 7th place between the TSR boys. TSR Patronus of Matt Carter and the TSR Audi of Kieran Barrett, looking like they're starting to get in a bit of a scrap. Matt Carter, the one ahead, as Kieran Barrett runs wide. We're just seeing it's why Brands Hatch is such a good one for the finale, because it really punishes your mistakes, and that's bringing Kieran Barrett into the potential clutches of Shane Bellotti there as well.
This is what I like about Brands Hatch, both in the game and in the real world. And in the real world, so many drivers rave about this track, about how it is old school and it punishes you when you make a mistake. As Shane Bellotti,
big slide from Bellotti in the background.
As I say that,
every lap we're seeing one.
This is what I like about this. It makes you work for the perfect lap. It makes you work consistently, you know, and you've got to hit that perfect lap 13 times. Admittedly, it's technically 12 because obviously one of them's a warm-up lap. So 12 laps, you have to hit that perfectly, and that is exactly what Bradley Thornton's done. But I'm just looking at that gap, Steve. 2.4 seconds. So either Thornton's backed his pace off, or maybe he's made a mistake.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Thibaut de Beaume looks like he's trying to possibly spoil Atkinson's day as he looks to go around the outside at Druids, but Atkinson held off that one.
Between
Sherlock and Atkinson. Yeah, I wonder if Atkinson's had. That's de Beaume looking. Yeah, de Beaume's got the inside line and he's got the overtake. So that is a driver between the pair of them now, the championship contenders.
And just behind Steve, Connor Lees has got through. And
has Alex McDonald made a mistake, because he's fallen quite a bit back now?
Hang on, Steve. I think
he's very slow. He's got an issue.
I think he's got no damage, Steve. But I'm just looking at everybody else compared to Alex McDonald. I think he's got a fuel problem, because everybody else is on about 6-7%. He's only on 3.
Oh no!
So. Has he underfueled, or is my timing off on this and he's actually out of fuel?
Have to keep an eye out for that, but that's awful luck if he's managed
after
this.
What was an absolutely brilliant recovery drive. He's got a serious problem.
He's
now.
Dropping down the order.
He's either in extreme fuel state or he is out, and we're about to see him come in. No, he's out. He's out because Alex Aquila's just bailed and gave him a little bit of a push there.
A little touch, I think, just enough to get into the
No,
pits.
he's not pitting.
He's trying to bring this one home. Okay, fair enough. But if anything, I think that's going to have upset Sakila's drive there as well. However, just to switch back to 3rd place, Atkinson's got the place back from Thibaut de Beaume. Just going to have to keep an eye on that ticker to see how far Alex McDonald makes it in this race. Philip Birch, by the way, has managed to get himself a position after his pit. He's got past Daniel Charles.
Another one who's almost got a position here. Shane Bellotti going for 7th around the outside of Matt Carter.
Ooh, let's have a quick check of that one then. Shane Bellotti on Matt Carter. Yeah, side by side down towards Hawthorns. Who's going to be bravest on the brakes here? Oh, Carter touches the grass. That's going to upset his angle.
Shane's got it
Stays side by side. Carter went for the switchback, but I think Bellotti did a decent block there as well and just held that inside line enough to avoid being cut upside. But a little bit wide there, still side by side the pair go. However, whilst this is all going on, up at the front, Bradley Thornton, absolutely perfect drive from him. He's going to bring this one home for 1st place. 2nd place is going to go the way.
He's run wide. Bellotti's got 7th.
Incredible. The fight for 3rd did go the way of Joseph Atkinson in the end. 4th place goes to Thibaut de Beaume. 5th place looks like it's going to go the way of Connor Lees. We're going to keep a check on the final run to the line for 7th. I think it is going to go the way of Shane Bellotti. Yes, Matt Carter 8th. 9th place for Jordan Clark. 10th place is going to go to Robert Tyler. Alex McDonald did manage to bring that one home. 13th place. Rob Tyler's going to be 14th, 15th for Philip Birch, 16th for Charlesworth, and 17th Lee Hepburn. So unfortunate for him, and of course Ben Southwood not scoring that one. Crosses the line to bring that one home. So yeah, confirmation of the results of that one then. So not only did Jason Sherlock come second, but he also got the fastest lap point as well there with his 29.0, which means he's going to get that bonus point that could mean a lot come the end of the evening. Great drive though from everyone. Really unfortunate there for Alex McDonald, who gained up through the positions just to lose out at the end. That's round 28 of the championship go, rounds 29 and 30 to go. Well, there was a delay getting it going, but we finally did, and
it was worth it.
I'm glad we managed. It was so worth it. So what does that do to the championship lead then? So the second place and fastest lap for Jason Sherlock and the third place for Joseph Atkinson means that right now Jason Sherlock is leading the championship by 2 points. It is 3,029 to 3,027. Congratulations on your 7th place there, Shane. I think that's that's your best result of the season.
Oh, I'm going to grab a drink of water after that.
Good plan. 11 ain't first. Yeah, it's not a great result there from Alex in 11th place, but nah, it's not too bad. Go and try again.
Whew, that's better.
Lost in the rear of the car, looks like caught in the gravel. Oh, so unfortunate. Great drive from start to finish of that race. Glad we finally got that one going. 2 more to go, and as mentioned, championship lead is now 2 points in favour of Jason Sherlock.
Really do not know what is up with my mic tonight.
Choke me a PM and we can have a conversation. I think that's the best way. Leave out of the leave out of the Twitch. That's all. think he'd be super duper pro because he'd be playing this game for 100 million. Was that billion years? Unbelievable. It is a bit, yeah. Absolutely agree. How are we looking for race 2? Just waiting on a couple people to ready up. We'll get race 2 of the evening underway.
Oh, I got a good laugh out of those.
Right then, how are we looking? I think we're almost ready to go for the second race of the night.
Oh, I really wish that coffee started kicking in.
It will kick in a minute, you'll be fine.
Ah, looks like we're getting ready for this one.
Right then. And of course, the starting positions for race 2 are the finishing positions of race 1. So, you know, I was about to say all that hard work that McDonald did getting back through the pack would have worked well for him, but unfortunately, it was revealed he did accidentally underfuel the car, so he fuel saved for a lap to just make sure he could bring it home, which is extremely disappointing, but hopefully it will go better this time. So, with obviously the finishing results of race 1 used as the starting results for race 2, we have our grid set up already. So, starting from pole is race 1's winner in Bradley Thornton. See if he can make it 2 out of 2. And behind him will be Jason Sherlock. Third is Joseph Atkinson, followed by Thibaut de Bomi. Connor Lees did come home in 5th place in the end, so well done for him. Kieran Barrett will be 6th. 7th for Shane Bellotti. 8th place for Matt Carter. 9th is Jordan Clark. 10th for Rob Tyler. 11th for Alex Keeler. 12th for Stuart Robson. 13th for 13th for Alex McDonald, 14th is Robert Spindlow, 15th for Philip Birch, one of those that was unfortunate to get caught up in that incident with the VWs. 16th for newcomer to the series, Daniel Charlesworth, and 17th is Lee Hepburn, the other golf that got involved in the scuffle, shall we say. I think it's going to be another close one. Connor, who's your pick for race 2 win?
Ooh. Let's see. I mean, Amarth was showing very good pace towards the end, but he did make a few mistakes throughout that race. I'm just thinking if he can get ahead of Bradley Thornton and just try and put his head down and just keep it clean, he would be a good look-in. So I'm going to go Jason Sherlock.
I think that's a good shout. I think my pick is probably the same. I wonder if Joseph Atkinson can find his pace a little bit more in the second race. I felt like he definitely had pace race 1. I mean, don't get me wrong, he came home in 3rd place, but I think he would like to have been challenging Sherlock a little bit more in those last few laps and put him under a little bit more pressure. And obviously with the championship now, you know, the pendulum swinging in one direction, he's going to need it to swing back. But it's not over yet. There's still 2 more races to run. But here we go, though. Everyone is lined up on the grid for the second race of the evening. And we are off, and it looks like an incredibly good start again from Thibaut Devomi. It's not a great start at all from Joseph Atkinson, who's down into 4th, and he might be finding himself under pressure from 5th around the outside. No, it looks like he's going to hold on to that one up at the front. You can see that Bradley Thornton has managed to hold on to 1st place. 2nd place is Jason Sherlock, who's under a lot of pressure from Thibaut Devomi. Up the inside potentially comes Joseph Atkinson. No, the nose is cut off of him. Connor Lease looks like he's regained 5th place.
We have a coming together at the back, Steve. We do have a coming together at the back.
Let's have a look. I think Stuart Robson is one of those that caught up in that, as is that Lee Hepburn again getting caught up?
Is. I was going to say...
Did he manage to get away with that one without damage? I think he might have.
No damage, Steve.
The back 3 were all involved in that one, weren't they? It was just spun round.
I think it started
one of those
a bit further up, Steve.
Ah, do you? So, right, let's see. Jordan Clark is involved in it potentially because he's down in 14th place.
Yes, he was where it started. So he got sideways through paddock, just dipped a wheel in the gravel, but managed to pull it out quite quickly. But that checked the pack up. And I think as we went through Druids, I'm sure I saw like a black and purple. Oh, somebody's just gone very wide there. Just saw that as I was about to make my next point. I saw a black and purple Audi. Just looked like he got involved, and then I saw everybody checking out.
Black and purple Audi, I believe that would be Jordan Clark. Meanwhile, up at the front,
as he's actually just gone.
There is a change for the lead.
What a move that is actually there from Spindlow. Spindlow in the Audi. He's gone straight in the middle of Alex Aquila, and I couldn't see who the other car was actually saying that, but he just went straight through the middle.
Tyler, he made it through.
Pardon?
Was it Rob Tyler the one? Possibly?
Might be, yes, as Jordan Clark's gone off again in the background of Paddock Hill Bend.
Oh, side by side, sorry, up at the front you can see Bradley Thornton and Jason Sherlock are trading painters there to switch in positions. Around the outside comes Thornton as he regains the lead now. Connor Lease at the back of this pack of 5 looking to get involved, and then it's about a second and a half back to Matt Carter in 6th. This top 5 looks to currently be the ones trying to make an escape early. Again, by the way, Alex McDonald has found himself up in 8th, so let's see if he can get himself higher up again.
Just notice, you see, let's
hope he put me on forward this time.
2 batches of 5 really at the front. You've got the first batch of Thornton, Sherlock, Devomi, Atkinson and Lease, and then you got the next... it's a quintet for 5, isn't it?
Yeah. That would be, the next quintet of Carter, McDonald, Barrett, Bellotti, and I think that's Philip Birch at the back of that as well.
It is, yes. As I've just seen another
quite a nice battle going on. Here's Bradley Thornton, and I mean, a pair of them are just trading positions constantly. And we need to be careful though, because Thibaut Devomi and really this trio that's tucked in behind them, they're just waiting. They know a position will open up. And Thornton, by the way, the surge he's had in this second half of the season has been incredibly good. Finds himself now, haven't done the points for the race just gone, but he finds himself 5th in the championship, and in his last 7 races have all been a podium finish. 3rd, 2nd, 2nd, and then 4 first places.
Side by side again.
In a row.
And side by side behind for 3rd.
2 by 2, Noah's Ark behind up for the lead. As you can see, Jason Sherlock does take the lead back. I think Atkinson and Debomi are still going to be trading paint for 3rd place. I think Debomi has managed to hold on to that one.
Connor Lees is looking now, though.
Yeah, Connor Lees at the back of it. I think they've just managed to settle Lees. The dips a wheel on the grass there. That's probably going to upset his exit slightly. Behind them, you can see Matt Carter and Alex McDonald are scrapping away for 6th place.
They've just pulled away a little bit
that's going on for 6th.
From Kieran Barrett, haven't they? And then just behind Philip Birch and Shane Bellotti have just dropped off a bit. As Alex Aquila looks like he's about to go for a move.
Up to Hawthorne's to the outside. Has he managed to hold that line? I think he's going to possibly run wide there, or have to check up. Oh, he's checked up a little bit, and that's actually putting under pressure now for Robert Tyler, who's got the inside line against him. And he's run wide as Aquila, just got to get himself settled there. Up at the front, though, the gaps are slowly starting to increase. As you can see, Jason Sherlock leading the way. Bradley Thornton is in 2nd. Thibaut Debomi is in 3rd place. He's got Joseph Atkinson and Connor Lee still for company, but those 3 are starting to lose touch with the lead pair.
All Connor Lees now going on the attack here. And that is Connor Lees on the inside of Thibaut Debomi for 4th. Is he going to look at Atkinson as well? No, just the one for the first.
Just decide against that one. Good plan there from Lees.
But he's got a good run into Druids there, but good defending from Atkinson, just parking it on the inside there.
Good defence from Atkinson. He knows where to put the car to keep himself in 3rd place. You can see his championship lead, well, what was a championship lead coming in tonight, just dropping and dropping as Sherlock gets away up at the front.
Somebody you need to give a shout out to, Steve. Lee Hepburn on the recovery drive. Oh, Hepburn's just been clipped there by Stuart Robson going into Graham Hill Bend. He's recovered it, but that has cost Robson a position.
Yeah, I can see Hepburn 13th place, not doing too bad there.
Steve just noticed something there. Connor Lees on the inside for 3rd.
Connor Lees takes 3rd place. The MG finds himself on the podium.
Going 3 wide, are
They're
we?
going to go 3 wide down the road. Oh, they just managed. Debomi does manage to just back out that one. And
Debomi
he dips away on the grass. Has he held on to that one? He has, but he's going to find himself under pressure now for Alex McDonald, who just manages to snap around him. Connor Lees, though, is still in 3rd place.
Oh, it's contact between McDonald and Debomi.
Debomi managed to hold on to it. He has, but I think behind him you can see, was Matt Carter bump drafting McDonald up there then? It looked like he may have been as they made their way into the final corner.
Atkinson inside.
Side by side still, Lees and Atkinson. Lees around the outside. He's going to look to try and get the better run down the hill and maybe make a move into Druids. It looks like he might be. Yeah, he switched to the inside. Atkinson tried to defend it for a second, but Lees had already got the line. Yes, as they swap positions again, and Atkinson now he looks for the switch back as he goes around the outside into the left-hander of Graham Hill. No, it's going to stay with Connor Lees for a second, but the gap to the front, though, you can see they've lost touch now with the lead pair.
Atkinson's got the run again.
I think Atkinson knows it. He knows he needs to get that position. It's a little bit of a damage limitation system now for Atkinson. Lees, though, he's not giving up. Side by side, the pair go yet again down the hill up towards Hawthorne's.
I think the MG's just got it. Atkinson's going to be looking here. Lisa's got to defend. No, doesn't need to defend there.
It's definitely looking like it's being held now by Connor Lees. Up the front, you can see the gap is just increasing ever so slightly. It's just over a second now between Sherlock and Thornton.
Just looking through for any possible moves, shaping up here. Just keeping an eye here on Matt Carter. He's looking at Debomi here.
Like he's looking at him. He keeps getting in this position where he's just tucked in behind.
He's closer though. I think this could be an opportunity into Paddock Hill here.
Could be. I think this is the closest he's been. Is Debomi going to hold on to this one? Is he going to defend the inside line? I think he's just going to take the normal racing line.
Is he going to get the run up into Druids? Oh, he's just dropped off there. It looks like Debomi got a slightly better run through Paddock.
It looks to me like Debomi's just got the legs on Carter at the end of that straight going into Paddock.
3rd and 4th again, Steve.
Side by side up at the front. Yeah, just caught it at the edge of the screen there. Lees has got the inside line. Atkinson is really putting him under pressure. Such a good battle these two are having now.
Oh, Atkinson
Oh,
off!
as Atkinson goes wide! Really wide from Atkinson. I think he just caught the grass on braking. That's dropping him down to 6th, maybe 7th. I think Matt Carter's putting him under pressure now as well. Let's check on that one. Yeah, Matt Carter is putting Joseph Atkinson under pressure. Up to Hawthorns they go. Is Atkinson going to have the inside line? He is, and I think Carter's just going to have to slot in behind. Is he going to get the switch back?
Yeah,
Maybe. He's set up for it. No, he's just going to have to tuck him behind, but that could be quite a big one for Joseph Atkinson losing out on that. Now, don't get me wrong, there is one race to go after this one.
This
But the points he might be
surely
losing out
opens
on
the
there
door
could
massively
be a-
for Sherlock.
I think it is, and up at the front though, what this has done a little bit, even though Connolly sits in 3rd, he's now got several cars just starting to become a train behind him. You can see Alex McDonald is there in 4th place, T-Bowing in 5th, Atkinson, of course, as mentioned, 6th. And what was a 5-car scrap for 1st, now looks like it's going to be a 1, 2, 3,
7.
8-car scrap potentially for... Yeah, 7-car scrap, sorry, for 3rd place, unless, depending on how long this goes on, maybe Shane Bellotti can get himself involved in this as well. But
Yeah, just noticed Shane has dropped off a little bit from this battle. He was involved in that sort of second quintet and just sort of dropped off over the last few laps.
Shane is one of those, and you know, from past experience, if he gets a rhythm going, he can find himself with some really good pace. But once and especially a track like Brands Hatch, where it is quite a, you have, as you mentioned in the previous race, it's a have your line, stick to your line, consistent on said line, etc. But if Bellotti starts losing his rhythm, that's where he can seem to. It takes him a little bit to get that rhythm back, and I wonder if that's what's happened here. He had a moment and is now looking at. Speaking of moments, I thought for a second McDonald was going to lose that one as he ran wide. Connolly's still holding on to 3rd place, but I think Bellotti, he might end up having to settle here for 10th place unless something happens ahead of him. I'm not sure he can catch on to this pack. In fact, I think Lees is trying his best to actually break the pack up by getting away.
Is McDonald's going with him? That's the key thing. It looks like now Atkinson's more the cork in the bottle. He's got sideways, and Matt Carter is looking here.
Let's keep an eye on that one. Yeah, there's 4 cars you can see behind Atkinson.
Oh, that's
All he can
Birch.
to hold on to.
Birch with a big slide.
Or has he managed to? He's managed to save it. Good save there from Philip Birch. But yeah, as mentioned, he's just having to hold on to that one. You can see in front.
I think he dropped a wheel into the onto the grass on turning into paddock.
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
Another thing to point
It's
out
kind of
again, Steve.
Split up from there on. But yeah, go for it.
Lee Hepburn's recovery drive up to 11th now.
Yeah, he's doing really well at the moment. Let's see if he can. Wonder if he's got. I mean, right now he's in an okay position because, of course, race 3 will be a reverse grid draw. So the numbers that go in are 6 to 12. And the number that is drawn will start from pole position, with those who finished ahead of them reversed behind. So right now Hepburn is in a position where he could be involved in that reverse grid, which, you know, let's not forget, that will be something that can really upset race 3 with. You know, it looks like it's Sherlock's at the moment with the lead he's got, which, by the way, is closing rapidly. I've just noticed Thornton is now just over half a second behind. This could be a battle that opens up quite shortly between Jason Sherlock and Bradley Thornton.
Did just notice, Steve, another overtake. Kieran Barrett just dropped a wheel wide, and the door opened up there for Philip Birch to move up into 8th place.
Yeah, good there from Birch. See this lot though, it's just starting to spread out a little bit. The main fight going on right now. I mean, there's still Lees defending heavily from Alex McDonald, looking to get the first MG podium in. Well, actually, I think this would be the first ever.
I was going to say, I don't recall an MG getting one last season.
Definitely wasn't one last season because I was the one using it.
And last season was our first time using the car, wasn't it?
Yeah, first season of the MG, yeah.
So, and it's definitely not been on there this year.
Yeah, Connolly, if he can hold on to this one, he will be getting MG's first ever podium, which is quite that's something to keep a note of. If he can manage that one.
McDonald's going outside though.
At least holds on to that one nicely.
Take a look down. Matt Carter's looking again at Joseph Atkinson for 6th.
Yeah, I think the only issue that Carter's got around here is that this track doesn't massively suit his Golf because it's a little bit more of an acceleration car, and around here obviously there's not many major accelerating points. It's kind of a rhythm section through most of Brands Hatch, and I think that's probably why he's just not managing to squeeze past.
Donald though on the... Oh, he looked around the outside there. Can he get the cut back on the inside of Connolly's?
Switch over to that now. You can see McDonald all over Connolly's. Is Lee's going to defend the inside line? He is, and McDonald just switches to the outside, but it's not to be had this time.
Cut back, and he's got an overlap.
Oh, he's got the overlap. I feel like I may have jinxed Connolly's by mentioning the MG podium, and I apologise so much for that one. It's a good move though from Alex McDonald as he takes 3rd place. Started race 1 at the back of the field, and now here he is in race 2 on the podium right now.
And hopefully he sorted his fuel situation out. I'm just going to check him compared to other cars. Ooh.
Oh, Lee's up the inside. The door was open. Lee's was like, "Thank you very much."
Oh.
I'll take that one then.
I'm just looking at the fuel situation again.
Don't tell me he's done it a 2nd race in a row.
Compared to other cars, he's a lot lighter compared to other cars on fuel load.
Okay, might be one to keep an eye on then.
I think he's... I'll keep my eye on this.
He made the mistake last race. We saw him pulling up early. Had to fuel save to get it home. Now here we are in race 2. There's a little bit of... Oh, big slide in the background from Atkinson. Has he held on to that one? He has. He had to go through the grass a little bit, but God, he's done well to save that one. You can see that McDonald... He's holding on to 3rd place now. He's trying to get away. Connolly is sat in 4th. Up at the front though, you can see, look at the gap that Sherlock has pulled out on Bradley Thornton now. A couple laps ago this dropped to under a second, and I think might have just been a singular mistake from Sherlock because he now finds himself 2.2 ahead of Bradley Thornton. Just see Bomi looking to get past Lee's.
I was just going to say Lee's
this time as Connor defends well.
It just looks like he's lost a bit of pace there. Just noticing the gap sort of spread out a lot more in this race compared to the previous one.
Yeah, they do look to have spread out a bit more. I think right now, I feel for Stokey, says CK. Yeah, he looked like he was doing well, but he just a couple mistakes, couple dropping backs, and it's not over though. It could still happen. 1 race to go after this one.
I kind of want to say Alex McDonald might be okay here.
You think he's going to be alright?
I think he might be alright, but I think he's literally going to be on fumes.
He's going to run out of fuel over the line.
That's literally what it's looking like. It's going to be like that Formula E race a few years back when somebody crossed, was it Verline, went to cross the line and literally ran out of charge just before it. He lost the win, didn't he?
Yes, I know the exact one. Was it Mexico?
Mexico, yes.
Was it Mexico?
Lucas de Grassi nicked it right at the end. But enough about vacuum cleaner racing.
Hey. I will say actually a quick mention. Philip Birch is in 8th place. He's actually he's trying to put Matt Carter under pressure now. I think it's all kind of spread out really, apart from this fight here. But we are on the final lap of the race.
I've noticed as well that Sherlock's sort of got his head down now, and he's built that gap back up again.
Yeah, he does look like he's just settled in.
Got the rhythm back.
Kind of got into a rhythm. He's got his rhythm back. Yeah. See you later. I'm off to go win this one.
Another little battle I'm looking
gap between
for
himself and
Steve.
Atkinson though. That's going to be a big drop. Is that
Lee Hepburn?
Last chance possible. Lee Hepburn trying to sneak a top 10 off of Shane Bellotti.
He is closing in rapidly. That gap was about 5 seconds not that long ago, and I think Lee has had the hammer down here, and now Shane is under pressure.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you there. Around the outside potentially comes Hepburn. Has he cut back at Hawthorne? Oh, for a second I thought he had, but Shane actually defended that one quite nicely. Up at the front though. Watch as Jason Sherlock rounds the final corner.
Did think we just had some issue
Makes
there,
his way
T, but I've
towards
only
the line.
dropped way back off Connolly's.
I have to check that in a second, but that is the win for Jason Sherlock as he really looks to solidify his chance for the championship. Thibaut Debomi does look like he's going to come home in 5th place. Yes, he will. So Bradley Thornton 2nd. Alex McDonald, great drive for 3rd place. Connolly's 4th. Thibaut Debomi in 5th. Atkinson 6th. Carter 7th, followed Birch, Barrett, and I think
it's going to be side by
Shane
side.
Bellotti going to hold on to it. I think he just did.
Yes.
It looks like he just held on to 10th place.
Shane did
Good
indeed
job
hold
there
on to
from Shane
10th
Bellotti
place.
to hold on to that one. Further back, I think there's also going to be a similar side-by-side. There is going to be a side-by-side between Alex Keeler and Spinlow for 14th. I think Spinlow just kept hold of it. Yes, it looks like he did.
I'll be interested to see those gaps between Zakila and Spindlow and the gap between Bellotti and Hepburn.
Yeah, I will be as well. Also, a quick mention, it looks like it was quite close between Joseph Atkinson and a couple of others, but we'll just switch and watch as, again, newcomer to the series, Charlesworth makes his way around the final corner. Big slide from the Golf as he makes his way through. And looks to come home 17th for his 2nd race. Good drive. So, confirmation then, and yet again, bonus point for Jason Sherlock for the fastest lap. That is his 12th, that is his, let me double check I get this right. Yeah, his 12th bonus point of the season with that one. And Joseph Atkinson coming home in 6th place. Means the gap between the two teams, the two drivers now, is 29 points. So with a 29-point gap, realistically, I mean, it would do in the world of good, but Atkinson needs to win the final race of the night, which is worth 150 points, and he needs Sherlock to finish 7th or lower.
And this is now where we need to see what number gets pulled out. I'm just going to have a look at these gaps here. So what was the first one you said? It was Debomi to...
I think the Debomi to Atkinson looked like it might have been quite close, but I think the closest one was probably further back than that one.
Yeah, that doesn't look as close. Just looking further down. So it was Bellotti and Hepburn, wasn't it?
Bellotti and Hepburn.
That was... so that is, if my maths are mathing, 44 thousandths of a second. I make that out to be.
Nothing major then.
And the gap was between Zakila and...
Zakila and Spinlow.
13 thousandths of a second.
Even closer. Thought it looked that way. Oh no, the reverse grid has been pulled and...
I am looking for it, and I presume it's not been posted yet.
It has been posted.
I do not see it. Where has it been posted?
In the Discord.
I'm looking in the Discord.
Look again.
I am looking. What section has it been posted under?
In the usual.
If it's announcements, it's not there.
Not announcements, in the, like, where the results of each race go.
Ah, the A-lobby race. Ah, yeah. Okay, now I see that. So that means it's a very good idea that he didn't get that overtake done. Yeah, it was a good idea that that overtake didn't get done. Because that's now gave him pole. Although I'm sure somebody else would want the overtake to have been done, because that would have gave him pole. Time for some more time for some more coverage, baby. Pick up the Charnier. Oh, Steve.
Go for it.
I know what this means now with with the way this grid is. We can bring back an OMA Classic.
Oh no.
All aboard the Shane train.
It's happening.
All aboard. For those of you who might not understand what we're talking about, going back quite a few seasons, Shane kind of held up the entire field around Brands Hatch, and nobody could pass him. Hence, the Shane train was spawned into life.
Yeah. One more to go then, just working out some permutations here.
Are you working out all the possible championship permutations?
Oh, you know I am.
So you're going to have everything in position ready to go.
Absolutely.
Hashtag all aboard for Norbs.
Oh, I'm so glad that's a thing.
Is this the turtle by any chance? This is where this is all came from.
I will explain to you off stream. I think it's the safest way.
Oh, it's one of those stories, is it?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this now. Hashtag story time with Norbs. I need to know what this is all about now.
Oh God, no. That one was a mess up by Deck when he was streaming. So then, I've done.
Hang on, they're not waiting on me, are they?
Potentially.
Ah,
Yeah, that is exactly the way to describe what happened. During his 24-hour stream, Deck got a donation, and instead of thanking the person who donated, he accidentally thanked Cancer.
ah.
Good. That was a good. And he straight away was like, "Oh no," because it just became a thing. Here we go though. Round 30, final race of the night, final race of the season. Oh, I'm not asking.
No, it's just in the chat.
Okay. Right then, final race of the season.
Right.
And starting on pole after an incredible recovery drive is Lee Hepburn. You can see alongside him is Shane Bellotti. And then we will just double check them after that. So, looks like they're still just getting themselves all sorted out. So, right then. Who is your pick for race 3?
Oh. This is tricky. Lee Hepburn, he showed some very good pace on his recovery drive last time out. I would love, though, to see Shane get out in front, form the Shane train and hold on for a win, but I'm going to have to go with Lee Hepburn here.
I'm going to chuck a mad one out there.
Go on, then.
I think Joseph Atkinson will win this race.
But do you reckon this will be a win big enough to steal the championship?
So, here's permutation 1. If Atkinson wins this race,
Yep.
Sherlock needs 6th or higher to be the champion.
Yep.
I think he can make that. Regardless of any other results, if Sherlock gets to 6th place, he is the champion. I think he can get that. His pace has been incredible tonight. But I can see Atkinson doing all he can in his power. I can see him doing almost the perfect, like, this is all I can do, I'm doing that kind of situation. But I think Sherlock will still nick it. I say steal it, I say nick it. I think, you know, Sherlock tonight has driven absolutely perfect.
He's had a few sort of just wheels wide moments, but you're going to get that around.
Yeah, he's had a lot of that. He had a lot of that in race 1. I think race 2 is a lot more settled. My question mark is solely going to be whether he can get through this pack. He's starting 11th. He has a lot of drivers to go through and a lot of very good ones. Bradley Thornton could be a real, for lack of a better phrase, thorn in his side.
That's terrible.
I thank you. But here we go then. It's race 3 of the night. It's the final round of the season. And we are off, and it looks like it was a really good start there from Hepburn. Incredible start from Barrett. He's already got alongside Bellotti, and I think he's going to be potentially looking to make a move for the lead into turn 2. Oh, big slide in the background. That's Atkinson. Big slide in the background for Atkinson. He's dropped down a couple of places. He's down to 10th place, I think it is, and he finds himself right next to the championship leader. He's right next to Sherlock. The battle for the championship could have been over in turn 1. I think he managed to hold it together. Well, that nearly was it. It was nearly all over there and then. Let's check further back to see Shane Bellotti. Is Philip Birch find himself in 2nd place? I just looked at the screen and realised he had stolen that one as I was trying to keep an eye on where the others had ended up. There's a scrap going on for 10th place. There's just fights going all through the fields. They're looking to try and set themselves out to make their way down the hill towards Hawthorns for the first time.
Matt Carter looking around the outside of Kieran Barrett. He's got the move.
So yeah, it's up to 4th place is Matt Carter. So let's check further back then. Atkinson finds himself in 9th place.
Bradley Thornton's dropping down a little bit there.
Yeah, Thornton's dropped back a little bit. I think he made a mistake. So, Atkinson's in 9th, and he's right behind him is Sherlock. Now, I feel like Sherlock's going to do the cool, I'll follow you everywhere move. He knows he just has to stay kind of with him, and this will be Sherlock's championship.
But this is what Sherlock's going to want to do. If Atkinson goes for a move, he needs to be right behind, because if Sherlock can follow him through, then he knows that no matter what Atkinson does, he stays within reach.
Yep, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with that one. You see, Alex McDonald looking to make a move on Kieran Barrett. Oh, big switch back from
Slide.
Has he managed to hold that one? I think he has. Yes, he has. Nicked that one, and look at that following through. Thibaut de Bowman looks like he's going to try and take the position as well.
Challenge for 3rd, Steve. Matt Carter up the inside of Shane Bellotti. Bellotti just looks like he might hold it around the outside here.
Yeah, he's going to take it back into the left-hander. Quack, he's awesome warrior. You sound like you're struggling. Philip Birch up on the front though, looking like he's trying to battle for 1st place. Matt Carter looking like he's maybe got a run to the inside of Shane Bellotti. I think he has. Bellotti's not good. Oh, Bellotti tried to turn in on that one. There was a car in your way there, unfortunately, Shane.
Yeah, but that's opened the door massively for Alex McDonald.
Yeah, it has, and Shane Bellotti's got completely hung out to dry now as he finds himself dropping down to 6th. He's got Connor Leese looking to put him under pressure as well. Alex McDonald, though, finds himself now in 3rd.
Oh, Leese wide. And Shane Bellotti's
wide there from Leese. Has he managed to keep it out of the wall? I think he's got back on safely, just about. And he's got himself back onto the field just around the championship fight.
Thornton on the inside now of Lease and Bellotti going into Sheen Curve, and Lease follows Bellotti through now. Follows him through, sorry, on Bellotti.
Yeah, Bellotti look, dropping down.
Oh,
it's Bradley Thornton who...
Oh, in the ground.
Oh, who's that in the background?
That.
I think that's Rob Tyler.
It is.
I think that's Rob Tyler. Yeah, oh, for a second I thought that was going to be one of the pair. Or I thought that was going to be one of the two. It just caught it in the background there. Right then. Is it all settled down after the first couple of laps? Not really. We can see up at the front it is still Lee Hepburn and Philip Burge scrapping away for first place. First and second place between the pair of them. Third place is Alex McDonald with Matt Carter, Thibaut Abomi, Kieran Barrett and Bradley Thornton. Well, really, it's a train all the way back to Alex Aquila in 13th.
Just looking here at
Thibaut
Abomi.
Atkinson's trying to make a move on Shane Bellotti. I don't think it's to be had this time round though.
Just keeping on
Up the inside potentially from Atkinson. Has he stolen the place? He might have. Sherlock's trying to follow him through though. Is Sherlock going to try and get them both? Surely not.
I think he's...
Sherlock for a second looked like he was going to get the run on the pair of them. If Atkinson can pull this move off here, that'll work out perfectly because Bellotti will end up as a bit of a blocker for a little bit. There we go, look. Right, that's one car in between you and your championship rival there, Joseph Atkinson.
Not for long, up inside Sherlock.
Up the inside comes Jason Sherlock on Shane Bellotti. Bellotti's going to try and hang it around the outside. I think he's going to have to concede that one, so... Whew, okay. It's not to be had that time, but there's the plan. You can see the plan from both cars there. Atkinson's now got a little bit of a chase down to do to catch up to Connor Lease, but up at the front you can see it is still Lee Hepburn and Philip Birch first and second. Behind them you can see there's a bit of a fight going on. I think that was Thibaut Abomi looking like he's going to have a move made on him. I think he's just managed to hold off Kieran Barrett. Yes, he has.
So Bradley Thornton's looking very, very here as well as he looks around the outside.
He's had a really good round one, race 1 and 2 of the night. All over the back there of Kieran Barrett, so let's try and get involved in this one. Definitely feel like Bradley Thornton, if he had a better start to the season, I know he missed a couple rounds, we'd see him involved in this championship fight as well. So you can see though,
good move.
Up the inside he goes, makes his way into 6th.
But Kieran Barrett's looking for a way back, and Connor Lease is getting right involved in this.
Yeah, Connor Lease has already made the move kind of on Barrett. He's got the move on Barrett. He's looked at Thornton for a second then. Thornton's actually gone a little bit wide. Is that an opportunity? Not quite.
Almost lost it off the curb.
Up front you can see there's not really any changes going on in the Birch and Hepburn fight, and McDonald is doing really well in 3rd place, holding on to that one. You can see though, as these guys are all battling away, you can just see appearing in the background is the pair of Atkinson and Sherlock.
Matt Carter ran wide there, and he's just dropped back there off of Alex McDonald now.
Yeah, that could be the gap that McDonald needed to try and look for that race win as he looks to try and chase down the front. Meanwhile, watch Matt Carter Hill. You can see in the background Bradley Thornton putting Thibaut Abomi under a lot of pressure, and I think that's Connor Lease under a lot of pressure as well from not only Kieran Barrett. But yeah, there he is. Here comes Atkinson.
Bradley Thornton's made the move on Thibaut Abomi up at Druids.
Here he has, and he's going through the left hand now. Green Hill. As he looks to chase down, it'll be Matt Carter next on his list.
He's had a first tonight, he's had a second. Can he have a third?
Have to wait and see. I know that right now you can see that McDonald does look like he's slowly gaining on the lead pair.
That's the thing, Philip Birch, he's being held up by Lee Hepburn here. You've got to feel, you've got to feel Birch has got more pace than Hepburn here. He definitely looks like
Birch he definitely looks like he's got more. It's just not really finding the gap to make the move.
This is the thing, Brand such as limited places to pass, and those places where you can, if you just park your car in that right position, you're not getting past. But as you say, Alex McDonald, he is definitely closing this gap down. And Bradley Thornton is right on Matt Carter already.
Yeah, I was just going to quick mention though, we're looking at the championship fight. They're right with each other, Atkinson and Sherlock, and Atkinson is trying to get past Kieran Barrett, but there's just not a gap there for him at the moment. Meanwhile, up at the front, or up for 5th place, you can see, like you mentioned, it's Connor Leese and Thibaut Duhomme going side by side in the background as Bradley Thornton puts Matt Carter under a lot of pressure. A bit of a defensive line then from Carter. Thornton to the inside, is that a gap there? Potentially, Matt Carter did run a little bit wide on entrance. Atkinson gets a position. Atkinson gets a position on Barrett. Finds himself now into 8th place. It's not enough.
Thornton's looking on the outside of Matt Carter. Is he going to try for a cutback? Oh, I think Carter was expecting that.
Yeah, Carter did definitely. I think he just parked that one on apex at the right point. Has Thornton got an overlap on the outside?
No.
Not quite this time.
Not quite this time.
See though.
Look at the gap between 2nd and 3rd now, Steve.
Yeah, McDonald is gaining on those two. I'm just going to quickly mention though, Kieran Barrett, he couldn't hold off.
Thornton's got cut
hold
back.
off Sherlock for enough.
Thornton's cut back and he's up into 4th. And Connor Leese is going to
try and follow him through as well. I think he might.
Some fantastic racing here. Thibaut Duhomme wants a piece of the action out wide. That's Matt Carter.
I think he's held it. Yeah, he's managed to hold it and keep going. You can see though, I mean, Jason Sherlock is playing this absolutely perfectly. He's just following, like we mentioned before. He's just, every move that Atkinson makes, Sherlock goes, cool, my turn, and he'll take the same person. Just worried that
Steve,
Atkinson, I think he's going to be leaving it too late.
Alex McDonald 2nd.
As Alex McDonald takes 2nd place. Yeah. I think I might have just caught it on the camera then. So went into paddock. I thought I saw a flash of the brightly coloured pair that they have to make the move. And now it's going to be a fight now. Is Alex McDonald going to try and chase down Lee Hepburn for the lead, or is this going to be Lee Hepburn's win?
There must have been a mistake, because Phil Birch was right on Lee Hepburn. Oh, overtake.
There's a move made. Big move made. Jason Sherlock has got past Joseph Atkinson. Up into 8th place now is Jason Sherlock, and with that will be the championship. He can hold up onto that position. Atkinson's going to surely want that back as quick as possible, but credit where credit's due. Good drive up at the front. Hepburn, McDonald, Birch. That is your top 3.
Everything's sort of just calming down now after those few hectic laps, it has to be said now.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, as you say that, bit of a touch on the gravel there from, or touch on the grass, sorry, from McDonald, and Birch is now right on the back of him again. So Matt Carter is right on the back of Thibaut Duhomme as they make their way through the final corner. Atkinson just staring at the back of his championship rival now. Oh, wide there from Sherlock, really wide there from Sherlock, and that's the opening that Atkinson needs. No, he's going to slide as well if they manage to hold it together. I think they have. Oh, big moment there in the background. Just managed to hold on to that one. You know, Lee Hepburn's doing really well. He's not getting caught by McDonald as it stands. McDonald just doesn't seem to have the pace. Watching Matt Carter, is he going to have a look at Thibaut Duhomme into the left-hander, and not quite. Did for a moment show himself in the mirrors. Philip Birch looks actually like he's putting McDonald under a lot of pressure as they make way into the Hawthorns.
Just looking, the gap seems to sort of be calming out again a little bit more now, although yeah, Matt Carter really is dropping back down here.
Yeah, that one mistake he made where he just found himself go through the gravel. Or, sorry, touched the grass and managed to hold on to it, but he's just found himself under a lot of pressure now from not only Sherlock but Atkinson as well.
I think this is where Brands Hatch, it's like I say, when you make a mistake here and lose your rhythm, it can take a few laps to get that rhythm back.
Kind of feel for Atkinson here. He's just looking at the back of his championship rival. There's nothing he can do. Just watching as Sherlock is putting on a bit of a clinic here. He's not done anything, you know, anything special this race. He's just driven it calmly. He knows he doesn't need to do anything major. now just sat here. He's got Atkinson behind him. He knows this is the championship as it stands. He looks to try and get alongside, not quite that time, although he might have got a really good exit onto the straight. And unfortunately, so is Jason Sherlock, who's putting Matt Carter under a lot of pressure. Carter defends the inside well. Oh, Atkinson up the inside into Hawthorne's. They come together a bit, and Atkinson really smartly just backs out of that one and tucks in behind. I thought for a second that was going to be curtains for one of them. Front, you can see though, Hepburn, the gap is not really closing. Sherlock to the outside of Carter, not quite this time around. Oh, he's got the inside though, he got the cutback. He's got the inside line. Atkinson's trying to thread the needle of the pair of them. Matt Carter's lost 2 positions. Atkinson around the outside of Jason Sherlock. Is he going to pull this one off? He's going to try and cut it. Oh, he's just lost the rear again. He just seems to slide that out a little bit too much every so often, and it just loses in the time, and that's going to be Jason Sherlock taking control of 7th place. And
you've got to say, Steve, now, with the amount of work that Atkinson would have to do, you've got to say now, as the...
I think that's it. I think it's over for him, isn't it?
As the corners roll by, it looks
for this season.
Oh, was that out wide a little bit there from... That might have been a little bit of a mistake there, I think, there.
Keep an eye on it, but like you say, I think that's kind of that done. Meanwhile, you can see up at the front, Bradley Thornton is now looking like he's gaining on this this top 3. Well, on the podium positions. I say it as he runs wide. Commentator's curse. He's up now behind Philip Birch, part of the NWR stable. See, as we enter lap 12 of 13, 2 laps to go now. The Hepburn in first, second place is Alex McDonald, third Philip Birch, Thornton leads to Bomi, Sherlock, Atkinson, who's dropped quite considerably back now, 1.2 off of Sherlock, Carter 9th, 10th is Kieran Barrett. Shane Bellotti is sat in a bit of a lonely 11th place, although he's got Alex Keeler looking like he's trying to gain up on him for company. There's a good battle going on actually, and it looks like it's going on for 14th place between Stuart Robson, Jordan Clark, and Robert Spinlow there. I say that as Jordan Clark up the inside of Stuart Robson. Good move up the inside he goes. I think your prediction of Lee Hepburn might be coming true right now.
I was going to say
Donald just doesn't seem to have the pace to catch him.
It's almost like, because I'm just noticing the gap between Birch and McDonald, and the gap there has grown, but the gap between Hepburn and McDonald has sort of stayed consistent. Move as Sherlock tries to go up the inside of the Bomi. Oh, Sherlock almost lost it then.
It's got to be careful of Sherlock. Every so often, do get a heart and mouth movement of, is he going to make the mistake that loses him the positions? I think
this is one of these ones, Steve, where we've said it over the course of the season, you don't want to make mistakes that's going to cost you a championship. This is the race more than ever, you don't.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. As Bradley Thornton up the inside of Philip Birch into Druids. Oh, Birch defends it well. I was going to say that could have been a move there for the final podium position as we're here on the final lap.
I was going to say, Steve,
of what has been a
Jason Sherlock, as I say, with where he is at the moment, he knows that just sit behind, don't make any rash moves, don't make any silly mistakes. The championship is in his hands, basically. Just sit behind. Don't try and do anything that's going to cost you points, potentially like a disqualification or anything. Just sit and take the position.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. He's driven superbly. You know, valiant effort from Joseph Atkinson tonight, and the entire season. It's been brilliant. You know, a season that's been marred with, you know, delays and updates, and as we say this, Sherlock looking to make a move on Debomi just to solidify. Yeah, there he goes, up in a 6th place, Jason Sherlock. Now, before we talk heavily about him, let's give a mention though. Lee Hepburn rounds the final corner. He's going to bring it home. It's going to be his first win of the season. What a time to do it. I think this is his first win in OMA. Congratulations, Lee Hepburn. Great drive as well from Alex McDonald coming in second. Bradley Thornton stole third in the end from Philip Birch. Connor Lees, but your championship winner, Jason Sherlock, crosses the line. Atkinson did end up coming home 7th. He nearly had him in the end for the final position, for that position, but as you can see, the AI deciding to scrap amongst himself. But that is championship won by Joseph Atkinson. No, by Jason Sherlock.
I was going to say, Steve.
So unlucky. He did so well this season, and he'll be back next season, in the next touring car season. He'll be there looking to try and take that one away, but what can we say? From start to finish, it's been brilliant from Jason Sherlock.
Just waiting for our final card across the line now. He's just done that as we speak.
There we go, right, and to finish it off, Sherlock takes the final fastest lap of the season as well, to take his tally to 13 bonus points for the season. So Sherlock ends up winning this season with a total of 3,305 points. He came home this season with 6 wins, 5 second places and 4 third place finishes. There's not much more you can ask from him than that. He missed 2 weeks of racing, but from start to finish, he looked like he was going to be one of those battling for the championship. We said it in week 1 when he took that first win of the season, race 3 at Sunset Peninsula. And here we go now, celebrating him becoming the latest champion. Season 29 Drivers' Championship goes to Jason Sherlock. Congratulations to you, and again, commiserations, Joseph Atkinson. You drove valiantly all season, and we'll see you back next one. Now,
for those who don't know,
those
as well,
still watching,
obviously,
go for it.
Obviously, we've got the GTs next, but when we do return for touring cars, it'll be on a different night as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So, to kind of combat the issues that have been faced with the Forza update schedule, etc., then OMA will be moving to Tuesday nights. So our next championship that will be hitting is the GT World Challenge, which will be looking at starting just over a month's time. So do join the Discord, get involved with that one, ask the questions, get involved with there. And then the Touring Car Championship will then follow at the end of that season. So thank you to everyone who joined us this season. Big thank you to you, Connor, for joining me in the commentary box.
Always a pleasure, Steve.
Always. And on behalf of everyone at OMA, thank you to everyone that watched this season, thank you to all that drove. And I think there needs to be a bit of an apology for kind of how much this season got derailed by all sorts of things in the background that, don't get seen by those that watch sometimes, but it's been a privilege, and we'll be back sooner than you think. But yeah, join the Discord, get yourself involved, and we'll see you around. So thank you everyone, and thank you again to you, Connor.
Always a pleasure, as always, Steve, and we'll look forward to returning for GTs. Maybe not me in the comms, because I'll be racing.
Yeah, I'm going to see how I feel, and I might end up commentating on that one as well. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thank you everyone. We did it for Norbs. Have a good one. Goodbye everyone.